Yes, it is. Your feel-good breakfast show. We are Expresso live here on S3. Thank you very much for joining us this beautiful Friday morning. It's all about feel-good. And I know this. I know that we are deep in the middle. It feels like a middle, but it's the middle of a pandemic. So I'll choose my words very carefully. But nothing is more contagious than kindness, honestly. Isn't it crazy how just one smile or a friendly compliment can make your day just that much brighter?
That's so insane. True. And while the team at Jungle have launched a brand new campaign to encourage all of us to go out of our way to share those little acts of hearts more than often. And speaking of hearts, our two favorite heartthrobs went to Johannesburg to attend the launch front and center, and they are here to share it with you.
Well, if you don't know, now you know. Health really is true wealth in this world. And that's why Jamie and myself are out here in Joburg to link up with the Jungle crew and find out more about the incredible campaign that they're launching and share the messaging with Mzansi. It goes by the name of Little Acts of Heart.
Exactly. They're encouraging all of us to live healthily, to really just do nutritious foods, but more importantly, commit to a single act of heart every single day. It's time to spread love and joy, but more importantly, Mzansi, it's time to make your heart just a little bit bigger.
For me, the message is clear. Everybody can make a difference. Everybody can help, and every little act of kindness, of heart, brings hope. It demonstrates who we really are as a nation, and without even knowing it, sometimes that little act of heart, that little act of kindness, it moves mental mountains for people. Because greatness in its purest form is the character of love on display. It is heart, it is gees, it is Ubuntu, it is unity.
Leanne, or should I say Lee, because we're on a first name basis now, thank you so much for incorporating us in this campaign and just seeing the difference that you and the brand is making. Moving speech, a beautiful message, little acts of heart. What is the campaign essentially all about?
We really just wanted to introduce the Jungle Little Acts of Heart, and it really is about celebrating South Africans. So whether it's giving somebody your spot in a queue, buying groceries for a neighbor because they couldn't get out, it really is about celebrating South African culture and what is already in our DNA.
I have to ask you, as a nation, as Mzansi, how do we get behind this?
So you can access any one of Jungle's socials to find out. It really is about doing your little act of heart. We do want to get to 1 million little acts of heart because we want to be able to pay it forward.
Little acts of heart.
That's exactly what it is. It's so simple, and it means something like just lending a helping hand or giving someone next to you a simple compliment.
Calling a distant loved one, or just complimenting a stranger or smiling at them. You look good today, sir.
You do too.
Little acts of heart mean the small things, the things sometimes we take for granted. When my husband, for example, picks me up from the office and you don't get stuck in traffic. So it's those little acts of heart, but little acts of heart for me is a sense of appreciation and gratitude to those people who do those little acts of heart.
Little acts of heart to me can be really anything that just puts a smile on people's faces, anything that really just speaks to our spirit of Ubuntu as South Africans and just as human beings in general. Something as simple as, greeting someone by name, or just giving a stranger a smile, or, picking something up off the street that someone's left behind. So it can really be anything that's meaningful and just comes from a good place.
It's really bringing South Africans together, that sense of Ubuntu, to really start showcasing those little acts of heart. So a really special, purposeful event that's going to lead the country in actually showing their little acts of heart.
Arthur, it's so good chatting to you. Of course, you are a specialist when it comes to Jungle. It's a flavor profile that I can say definitely tastes unique. It's something I'm very familiar with. My question is exactly, is it the best meal to start your day with, though?
I mean, we know that there is a lot of benefits when it comes to breakfast. You want to nourish yourself, fuel yourself. Like Jungle Oats, when you have that bowl, you get so many wholesome benefits. I mean, Jungle Oats has a fiber which lowers cholesterol so that you can able to have a good heart. But also, when you have it, you feel fuller for longer because of the low GI component that comes with it. So hence, a bowl of Jungle is always the best option to have in the morning.
Little acts of heart means that there are people that are less privileged than me. And I need to have heart to actually give back to them, to be able to see the expression and witness the expression, to give someone something that they don't have.
Imagine if all 60 million of South Africans committed to one single act of heart every single day. Can you imagine the difference we would make?
Whew, what a beautiful world. And that's why this one's on you, Mzansi. I encourage you to go out there, share some love and happiness with somebody, because all it takes is a little act of heart.
I mean, how
love
inspiring,
this.
man. I love
Yes.
that.
Little acts of heart. There we go. Well, any excuse to share a moment of gratitude or engage in a little act of heart is so worth it.
And what we do want to have you do is share a video, maybe a photo, or simply a story of something beautiful that's happened in your life, and use that hashtag #DoLifeWithHeart and hashtag Little Act of Heart.
And seeing and hearing about acts of kindness can only motivate us all to really do our part too. Now let's take it to the kitchen for a delicious, healthy recipe that's kind of our hearts.